All right, you guys. Well, welcome to our Why Bravenly Now call in March. I'm so excited that you guys are here to take a look at Bravenly. Something has sparked your attention and you're curious. So let's learn some more tonight. Tonight's going to be talking a little bit about the company and the business itself and how you can earn. So I'm super excited that you guys are going to get to hear all of that. My name is Tara Castaneda. I have been with Bravenly just under 2 years, but I have been in this space for almost 12 years. I am a mom of 5 little girls. You can see there. There is a 5th little girl hidden in the center of that photo. We've got 5 daughters. We homeschool them. We live on a ranch in Austin, Texas. My husband and I do direct sales full time. So I'm going to share with you how we got started inside of this industry and what brought us to Bravenly. So like I said, we've been doing this for right around 12 years. And we really had no intention of doing this. We didn't know this industry existed. So we're going to rewind it. This daughter over here, she's kind of the one on the far right. She's not the tallest one, but she is my oldest one. When she was 3 months old, when she was born, rather, we decided that I was going to stay home instead of working my corporate job. I have an MBA, Master's in Business. And we decided, hey, I don't want to miss the first 12 months of her life. So we knew, okay, hey, it's going to be a pay cut. It's going to be tight, but let's make it work. We just didn't know how tight it was going to get financially for us. But when she was 3 months old, I found myself hitting a rock bottom that I didn't expect. We were $50 behind on a gas bill. And in Texas, even though it was December, they will turn your heat off, which means you don't have heat. Okay. You also don't have a stove if you're based off of gas for hot meals, and you also don't have hot water. And when she was 3 months old, I had to take a bowl of water and microwave it just to bathe her. And she was our first child, and that was a really telling time in our life. And I remember looking at her sweet little face and saying, how am I supposed to provide for her? And I felt this immense guilt, humiliation, embarrassment, failure as a mom to provide for her. And I thought, this certainly can't be what life is supposed to be about. So I found myself on a kitchen floor crying and praying and saying, okay, what more to life can there be? And I prayed for God to send me a lifeboat, send me something, send me to help with my health issues at the time, but also my family's financial issues. I knew that I didn't want to go back to a 9 to 5, but I also wanted to alleviate some of the financial struggles that we were dealing with. We were living not even paycheck to paycheck. Like we were so paycheck to paycheck would have been good. We were so negative. It was ridiculous. My husband was working overtime, and he would go to work before our baby woke up and come home after she was asleep. So he never really got to see her. And it was a really hard time. And so I prayed. Well, 7 days after that prayer, direct sales crossed my path, and I had no idea what it was. I truly didn't. It was new to me, but it was a friend of mine that said, hey, Tara, so-and-so that you know is making like $75,000 a month doing this. And I thought, oh, you mean a year? Well, that's not bad. I mean, okay, you know, I was making that at my full-time job, but okay. And she goes, no, a month. And I thought, what in the illegal pyramid scheme are you talking about? And she goes, no, it's for real. It's for real. And I said, oh, okay. So I told my husband about it, and he was like, honestly, babe, if you can bring in $50 to get our heat back on, like, what do we have to lose? So I said, fine, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to try it. And so I did. And in that first month, we used to get physical paychecks back in the day. I peeked it open, I looked at it, and it was $1,100. It had a comma in it. And I thought, oh my God, the feds are going to come after me because I have no idea how I just made this illegal paycheck. But I quickly looked into it, and I found out that it was extremely legit. And I thought, oh my gosh. And that's when I asked myself a question that ultimately changed the rest of my life, and for 12 years since then. And the question was, what if I got serious about this? Like, if I could make that doing what I did, what if I really got serious? So I did. My husband and I were like, let's actually do this. Like, you get to stay home with her and make that kind of money. And so 12 months passed. I hit the top of the company. 12 months passed after that, because then I told my husband, you're doing this with me. He hit the top of the company. And a short while thereafter, we hit a third time that we were able to hit the top ranks of the company. So we had a very substantial business that absolutely changed our lives. We went from a 972 square foot inherited home that we were so grateful and so thankful for when we were struggling, to then being able to purchase our dream home on land in Austin, Texas. And my husband and I have not worked a 9 to 5 in 11 years. I don't know what we would do if we went back to a 9 to 5. Our daughters don't know their parents to work a 9 to 5. It's a lifestyle that we have been insanely blessed with, but it is because of this industry that we were blessed with that. And so what's amazing about this is, maybe you're like, oh, I don't want what she's got, homeschooling 5 daughters, not my jam. I get it. It's not for everybody. Maybe you're like, I don't want to quit my job. I love my job. I just want an extra $400 a month. Maybe you're like, yeah, I want the 75K a month. Like, yeah, come on, sister. Wherever you are inside of that, whether it's, I want to pay for our groceries, I want to offset some bills, I want to put into some savings, I want to be able to pay for trips, I want to be able to reduce my hours, I want to be able to quit my job, I want to be able to build wealth for my family. Anywhere in between, there is a space for you here. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Well, I should go back a little bit, but what brings me to Bravenly? I am going to go back a little bit. So I built this huge business, right? Well, I stayed there for 10 years. And this is all I'm going to say about it, but just like people can change, companies can change. Okay. And ultimately what happened with that former company, I no longer could authentically build there and represent that company for various reasons. And I struggled and I grappled with that, you guys, for nearly 3 years. But it ended up getting us to a point where we knew we had to make a change. And so we sought out some of our mentors in this space, trusted individuals, and Bravenly crossed our paths. And me being I love all the info, I love all the stats, I love all the data, and a business person at heart, when I looked at Bravenly, I did massive research. I wanted all the information about this company. And ultimately, we decided to leave what we built for 10 years, leave that income, which was incredible income, leave it even while I was pregnant with that 5th little girl in the center of that picture, and go, that's our sole income, but we're going to go build at Bravenly. So why would we do that? What really stood out to us at Bravenly that made us be willing to take that risk? And that's what I want to tell you guys tonight. That's what stands out about Bravenly. So it starts with the owners. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Wouldn't you agree? And so right here, you can see that Aspen is on the far left here, and she's with one of our teammates, and that's Brittany Need there in the picture. She comes to our retreats and she's very accessible. That's her family there in the center with her 5 kiddos. She's also a homeschooling mom of 5. Her 4 sons, adult sons, help with the company. It is a family first company. We are faith first, family second, business third type of minded company. And then over there, that's Hazel and my little girl. We travel together. So she's a very hands-on CEO. But what stood out to me the most was who she is at heart. She walks the walk. She's a very ethical person with very high integrity. She's brilliant. I'm going to share a little bit about her backstory here. So a little bit more on the corporate leadership. She is somebody that's built in the field before. She has built to the top in the field. And that's so important to have in a CEO, because what we do on this side is so very different than what happens on the corporate side, the people that run the company. Building here is different. So having a CEO that knows what it's like to build means that we get the training that we need. We get the support that we need. We have a comp plan that actually serves us and pays so generously. She knows the emotions and the trials and the things that we need. But she also worked on the corporate side of another company prior to opening this one. And she scaled that company to $485 million, y'all. That's a lot of cash. There's a lot of product being sold. And she did that because she has such great insight. So her brilliance, she was able to bring here. And that's what sets us apart. We are operating on 3 pillars: courage, have the bravery to do something to change your life and change others. We operate on integrity, do the right thing even when nobody is watching. Man, you would be surprised at how rare integrity is, right? Integrity is so important. And make an impact, serve others, serve your family. That is what we operate on, is courage, integrity, and impact. Then we go into having the right products. The right products matter. I'm not going to go super deep into all of the products. We have resources for you. If you're like, oh, I want to know all the nitty gritty, we got you. We got you. Get with the person that invited you here tonight. We've got some recording calls. We've got pages that you can hop into and learn those nitty gritties, but I'll go quickly over some of our products. Basically, what do we offer? We offer naturopathic doctor formulated health and wellness products that focus on both gut health and brain health, that also address adrenals, adaptogens for stress management, nootropics for brain health and hormones. Okay, so we really have incredibly formulated products that get at the root of the issues. We've got greens that taste great, 50 servings of fruits and vegetables that also do an array of other things for the body: detox, immune system, metabolism. We've got products here that focus on blood sugar support. We have functional mushroom coffee, which is a godsend for me. I struggle with attention and focus. I don't miss a morning of brew. It tastes delicious. It doesn't taste like dirt. I promise you, it is so good. It turns your brain on within 20 minutes, and it just makes you feel like you can focus and you have energy that's lasting, that doesn't crash, and you want to get things done. It just turns your brain on. We have vitamin infused energy drink line down here with delicious flavors, with some with lower caffeine for those that are sensitive, and some with higher caffeine that want that extra zhuzh during their day. It also supports blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. It helps with mood and appetite. So that's a really great overall health drink that, like I said, is delicious. Anytime you see me with one of these, you can probably guess that there's strawberry rush in it. I love it. It tastes delicious. Then we've got Ignite. It's our motivation in a pill. Okay, it's a little tagline we use. Helps with focus, attention, productivity. It makes you want to get your to-do list done. I have 5 kids, as I've said before, and sometimes, a lot of times, I'll walk into my laundry room and it will be piled with laundry. And I'm like, I thought I just completed this. Oh my gosh. Okay, literally, that's the story of my downstairs laundry room right now. But Ignite is like the thing that makes me want to actually tackle the laundry and be like, all right, sister, let's get it done. Like I'm motivated in life. It also helps with mood, energy, and appetite, and some weight loss in there. If you've got weight to lose, it'll support that. Gold is one of our top sellers. It tastes like a chai latte. It's delicious. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in almond milk. You can put it in smoothies. You can put it in ice water. Heck, you can cook with it. It's our turmeric apple cider vinegar beverage. No, it does not taste like ACV. Like I said, it tastes like chai latte, and it's going to help with bloating, puffiness, inflammation, sweet cravings. We call it Spanx for your face because it'll get all that puffiness out of your face. It helps with hands and joints. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm approaching 39 this year, and sometimes I just crickety crackety a little bit more than what I used to. Gold helps me with those joint issues as well. I love it. Keeping going, we've got Calm. Put a 1 in the chat if you deal with stress. And if you don't put a 1, I think you're lying, okay? So stress, I think everybody deals with. And Calm really helps that. Stress, panicky feelings, even sad feelings. It's really great for just feeling calm. It doesn't numb you. It doesn't make you robotic, but it's going to help balance cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol is the stress hormone. When your stress hormones are really out of whack or high, it can negatively impact your adrenals. It can make your weight loss goals null and void. It can negatively impact your mood and your eating habits and your sleeping habits. It's just a myriad of problems, okay? So Calm helps with that. We have Drift, helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, wake well rested. It is incredible. And I love this one, and I like to notate this real quickly. A lot of sleeping support products actually have, one second, let me sleep support products have a lot of melatonin in it, which isn't that great to have high levels of melatonin. Some sleep products have 10 milligrams of melatonin. This right here has 1.5 milligrams. The active ingredients are ashwagandha, L-tryptophan, that kind of thing that helps you fall asleep at safe levels. We've got Drive. It helps with libido, hence the name Drive, but it does so much more than that. It balances hormones. It balances estrogen and testosterone, which for a female will then balance your progesterone. But for a male, it helps with those testosterone levels. It helps support prostate health. But for women, it helps support any of your menstrual cycle, whether you are, in your teens to your mid-20s to perimenopause to menopause to postmenopause, all of those things. It can help those moods and any of that hormonal waking. We have 3-day resets, very simple, very effective, full body cleanse, full organ detox. We've got collagen products, hydrate products, protein products. I mean, you name it, we've got it. Our product line is robust. Right here is going to just highlight to you that we offer a lot of bundles, okay? Bundles that discount your products. Okay, so we offer several bundles. Our most popular bundle that we sell is our flagship product. It's the Accelerate Trio. It's what most people get. And then over here at the top left is me. It's a before and after real picture of me. That's where I started. And then with Bravenly in 4 months, I lost 34 pounds and was able to regain some of that feeling like, oh man, I'm proud of myself. And I just had some confidence boost, and it does really amazing things. So our products also have a 65 to 80% customer reorder rate, you guys. Now, if you're a math nerd like me, this is a big number. Typically in this industry, a reorder rate of 35 to 40% is considered good. I don't know if I'd consider that very good, okay? But that's what's good in the industry. So for us to have a 65 to 80% reorder rate on customer orders, people that don't have skin in the game, they're not just buying because they have to buy. This isn't just because they're on an auto ship and it's just like recurring. No, these are people that want their products. So that is a mathematical data point that proves to you what? It proves to you that people want these products and they work. Okay, that's why that's important. I see Ashley Harden just put in the chat, Tara has her fire back and looking so fly. Thank you, sweetheart. But I definitely do have my fire back, and it really is because of Bravenly in so many more ways beyond the products, but also because of this company. That is the truth. And you know me well, you know you can see it. The additional reasons why I love Bravenly from a business standpoint is that we have systems that work, right? It would be hard to enter a business if you had no idea what you're doing and to expect success. It's not impossible, but it's hard. That's what stood out to me about Bravenly is the systems that we have from a corporate standpoint to support you as a business owner and as someone that wants to help share these products and earn income, from the app to the Facebook pages to onboarding resources. But then we have what we have on our team. So one of the systems is something that you're on right now. We have regular calls that you can invite your friends to, that they can take a look at and go, okay, I want to take a look at Bravenly, and you can count on these calls every week. We have regular lunch and learn trainings that can teach you how to get started with our team. We've got duplicatable checklists. Quite literally, we have a system for just about everything. If you need it, if you want to be successful, we will help you. As a matter of fact, our team right now is, my mind is blown every time I look at my back office to see where we are. Our organization is growing exponentially, and that just proves that the systems that we have here works. And it's not just me that's growing. It means that everybody on the team is too. New people that are entering, people that have been here for 2 years with me, people that are started last month, anywhere in between, whatever you define success as, you can find it here. And then let's talk about some timing, you guys. Timing is incredible right now. So a little history, Bravenly history. We started in 2020. In that first year, we did $1 million in sales. I mean, considering 2020, the year of the pandemic, $1 million brand new company, that's pretty insane in and of itself. Then in year 2, we did 8 million. Did you guys know that less than 10% of any US company ever hits 10 million in their lifetime? We were able to hit 8 million in year 2. That's insane. Then by year 3, we hit 19 million. And last year, by the end of December, from January 2024 to December 2024, you guys, we did $50 million in sales. What? That's insane. Less than 0.002% of all companies in this industry do that. That is another mathematical data point. This is where I geek out on numbers that proves that we are growing, and we are slated to hit 100 million this year. You guys, that means that the timing is so perfect for anybody that's looking, because you can be a part of that natural growth that the company's already having. So if you enter inside, imagine that you're going surfing, okay? And you're looking over, you're sitting on your board looking for that wave, and here it comes. And here comes the momentum. You can feel it. Man, okay, I'm going to jump in and now I'm going to start paddling. Well, you get to ride the wave that's already happening, and you get to coast and enjoy that surfing experience. That's what momentum is like. It's this big wave that's coming in. And let me tell you, I'm looking and I see this huge wave that's coming because we are about to double this year. That's where the timing is. I get goosebumps thinking about the timing of this. So count your lucky stars. You're on this call right now. It's so exciting. Okay, the 5th thing is a very generous compensation plan. So you might be going, oh, I definitely know compensation plans. Great. If you want more information, we can get you that. But for the most part, most people are like, a compensation plan, that looks like a whole bunch of math, a whole bunch of numbers, and I don't know what any of it means. So we're going to give you some basics, okay? Industry standard in direct sales is to pay out around 35% on a reduced value of a product. Okay, what does that mean, Tara? So let's say that you sell a product for $100. The reduced value that might be determined by the company is $80. Okay, most companies do that. Well, they'll pay out 35% on that 80. But what that really means is, let's say that the company sold $1 million of that reduced value. That means that they would pay out $350,000 back to the field. 35% of the total sales of the reduced value back to the field, okay? But what we do here at Bravenly is 55 to 60% payout on the retail price, not a reduced value. So here, if we sold the same amount of product, it would be greater than that 1 million, because we're going to go off of retail price, not that reduced value. And we would pay out 55 to 60% back to the field. What does that mean? That means bigger paychecks for every single person involved in building a business. That's what that means. Okay, so you're going to get paid really well here. We have core ranks here at Bravenly. You see core rank of director. It's around $500 to $600 a month. Put a 1 in the chat if you could use $500, $600 a month. What would that change? What could you allocate that towards? Share with us in the chat what that could pay for and what that would alleviate. Our leadership rank is vice president. That's an average of $7,700. You guys, what could that do for you and for your family? Here, volume is volume. Any order counts, whether it's a $20 order or a $2,000 order or anywhere in between or outside of it. Every order counts here. That's incredible. So it makes it more simplified. This comp plan is layered, but those layers mean that you get paid out more. But it does not contain any loopholes or gotchas or, oh, if you don't do this, you don't get paid on this, or, oh, you got to do this over here, you're not going to get paid on that, which exists in this industry, but it does not exist here. And that stood out to me. All right, guys, what monthly income could help your family? I want you to take a look at this. This right here is a resource, a tool that we provide for our team to take a look at how to build dreaming of creating a business and dreaming of hitting certain numbers, that's great. But we want to equip you on how to do it. And so this is showing you ways to earn this income. So put it in the chat what rank you would love to see one day. Is it senior director where you earn about $1,200 a month? Is it vice president where you earn $7,000 average a month? Is it executive vice president where you earn $35,000 plus a month? Okay. Then you can see the associated directors. Well, what am I talking about here? Well, what's director? Okay, this is our core rank. Okay, this is one way to hit director. This is a lot of information on a slide, I'm fully aware, but we teach you how to go director step by step by step. And if anything, it's just helping getting your Me+3 bonus. Can you help two people who would like to earn some more income and another two people who might want to feel better? Put a 2 in the chat if you know two people who need more income. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 3 in the chat if you know some people that want to feel better. I feel like we all do here in the United States and even in other countries that we will eventually expand to. People are in a health crisis and in a financial crisis. People are looking for this. And we show you step by step by step how to hit director. And that's around $1,600 earned if you followed this. $1,600 earned. So the next question we always get is, well, how do I get started? If I wanted to get started, Tara, I hear you. You've been talking for 30 minutes. What do I do to get started? We have 4 different entry points to become a brand partner. $49.99, that is our business kit. And then we always encourage you to pop on maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more products on top of that. We want you to be a product of the product. We want you to be able to speak on this. We want you to get in at whatever budget requirement you have. That's why we have these options, but we do want you to try and get a product or 2 at that $49. Okay. That does not, the $49.99 does not come with product. That's why we ask you to see if we can help you get 1 or 2 on top of that. What most people do is you'll see the $2.99, $4.99, and $6.99 kits. If you go this route, it waives the $49.99. That becomes free for you. And you get a ton of products, anywhere from 40 to 60% off. It is a one-time offering where you can get a ton of product, some of our core products here. Everything's in stick packs, which is amazing. That way you can pass it out, sample it, let people fall in love with Bravenly and get some customers from it. You also earn commissions back on these. You earn Bravenly cash back on these. It counts towards your promotions with these. So most people do this. Okay, we do offer some payment plans through Bravenly if you do need that assistance. So we try to make this accessible for everybody. All right, guys, that's it. I want you to stay on the call with me. I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to stop the recording. Okay.